Have you ever realized that you feel disconnected from yourself? Well, I was feeling that way, and that's why I started the Thrive to 30 journey. I was looking at life and wondering exactly how I got here. I was in survival mode on autopilot and not necessarily unhappy or unfulfilled, but really not feeling the joy or the overall fulfillment of becoming who I wanted to be and living the life of my dreams. I didn't recognize myself, so what was I gonna do? I'm not gonna just quit and say, well, this is my life and settle for today. I caught myself before I fell and really decided that I'm gonna go on the journey of becoming who I wanna be and rediscovering who that is from the inside out. It's time to really make the change and the choice to live your life for who you are, who you want to be, and be as authentic as you can be. It's important to understand when you're falling, when you're getting a little bit off track, and exactly how we can get back on track to find ourselves again. And this journey of thriving to 30 for me was when I felt that shift. This was the first moment that I realized that, I need something different, and I'm turning 30 in 3 years. What can I do? And I realized at the beginning of 2026, January 1st, is 1,000 days until I turn 30, my 30th birthday, and I'm giving myself 1,000 days to not only become the person of my dreams, but really believe in myself and build her exactly who I am, being my most authentic self, and understanding that I have to balance it all and take it one season of life at a time and one chapter at a time of this thriving to 30 believed to become system. And it all just started with one choice. And I challenge you to realize that if you feel disconnected with yourself and this video came across, then this is the video for you. And we're gonna really see how we started falling off track, the wake-up call to make that change, and overall what the questions are that you need to be asking yourself so that you can rediscover yourself. Because finding yourself is not just about becoming someone new, it's internally feeling like you're becoming you again, the person who feels the happiest and joyful and wants to live a life of fulfillment. That being said, this is just a phase of life that happens again and again as we start evolving and going through every version of ourselves. I'm just one person sharing my journey. I'm on this journey, and I challenge you to come on this Thrive to 30 or this 1,000-day challenge for you. I challenge you to show up for yourself, believe in yourself, and build the life of your dreams as you balance and bloom to become the best of the best, your ideal self, your dream self, and whatever that looks like for you, whatever timeline that is for you. We may not have it all figured out in 1,000 days, but why not start today with really discovering who you are? My name is Bridget, I'm 27 years old, and I am the creator and founder here at balancewhileblooming, and Thrive to 30 is just a series here. We talk so much more about the belief to become system, mindset shifts, how to be productive, how to show up for your best self, know the habits and the routines and systems that you need to set into place. So it's not just about this series, it's about the overall growth as you balance and bloom and become and believe, because you need to build your best life. But if you lose yourself, you're really going to fall off track. So join this community, as I hope this inspires you. This series excites you for the next 1,000 days, and really going through every step of the journey is just one step closer to who you want to become. Don't rush your timeline, don't rush your story. We're all different, we're all unique, and we all deserve to be our most authentic self. So let's see how we can do that. You start to lose yourself when you don't feel the best of your best, or you quietly are taking steps back where you're living on autopilot or giving too much to everyone else. Are you getting too comfortable in life, just letting the days go by and letting everyone else prioritize your life for you? You fear the change, you fear exactly how people are going to see you, and you lose sight of what brings you that happiness, your interests, your hobbies, and the disconnect of your wants and needs, those overall dreams that you may think are impossible, and you just mentally get uninspired, you feel drained, and that burnout comes. But we all know that it's as easy to fall into that trap as it is to say, today is day one. I need to start checking in with myself. I need to know that I need to rediscover myself. And I know that this is the day that I make the change. But that choice has to come from you. It can't come from other people. It can't come from comparison. It needs to come from within of, yes, it may sound easy to flip that switch in one moment, but it's also just as easy to make the choice to understand that something needs to change. And realizing that is when you notice that time is passing and you're not doing anything. You feel emotionally disconnected from your overall life. You feel the autopilot of just existing and not truly living life to the fullest and the most fulfilled and happy that you can be. It's important that when you're becoming your best self, this is your dream life, your ideal days, and the life of your dreams. Does that mean every day is going to be perfect? No, but you are going into life knowing exactly what you want, who you want to become, and how you're going to become that person, and knowing deep down that you can no longer live in this version of yourself feeling so disconnected that you just don't know where you're coming from. And this is when Thrive to 30 really hit, was when I realized that not only was I living on autopilot, I stopped chasing or dreaming or even desiring anymore. I was like, okay, this is okay. I can settle for this. No, you need to understand that we are becoming this person. We are going and evolving and changing and knowing that this new phase is who we want to be. So you need to understand what finding yourself really means. It doesn't mean reevaluating your whole life or becoming someone completely new. No, you are you. You are unique. You are special, and you have a purpose and a passion and a reason to be here. You are returning to that person. You are removing the noise, the comparison, and the thoughts and feelings of other people. The only person that you have control of is you. So you need to take control of your life. You need to reconnect with your values, with your expectations, with your interests of exactly who you want to be. It's not about what other people think, what other people want for you. It's about being intentional with your life again. Right now, start today, and finding yourself is understanding that the real glow up may be becoming yourself again. Maybe you just being authentically you, who you're meant to be, who you want to be, and how you get to show and shine in the world. Now, if you've been like me, we've done this again and again. I've been on my personal development journey since June of 2023. So I've been almost 3 years in, and that just really means that I know the questions I need to ask myself, but you may not. And you will have to ask yourself these again and again as you start to lose sight and need to get back on track and realign through this reflection period. It's really just about learning about who you are and reminding yourself exactly who you want to be. So you're asking yourself, what does that dream life look like? What exactly makes you happy and fulfilled? What drains you? What inspires you? Who are you if nobody was watching and you were living your most authentic life? What does that version look like? How does she act? Who is she? And make an alter ego about this person so that you know exactly what this next chapter of life should feel like. You're asking yourself these questions and you may not have it all figured out. I don't, even at this point, 100 days in, knowing exactly who I am, but I'm building on it every single day. I'm rediscovering myself, realigning, and understanding who I am as I'm really shedding off who I was and this person of who I was showing up for other people, how I was holding myself, what I was doing, and really taking steps back as I'm peeling back the layers to be the most authentic person I am. So I don't have all the answers. I do have the answers that I have right now, but you need to continuously rediscover, redefine exactly who you are, because you may not even know a version of yourself that you can be yet. So you want to take small steps every single day in the daily choices and the daily actions to be who you want to be. That means saying no sometimes, changing your environment, changing the people around you, trying new things. And really, the most important thing is spending time alone. Really connect with yourself. Let yourself free think. Let it, maybe journal it out, talk it out. Just take time for yourself to Give yourself grace and a breather to connect with who you are. It's important that you're spending your time with people who uplift you, who support you, and who inspire you, because you need to protect your energy and you need to really find those little moments in life that you can celebrate, romanticize, and enjoy so that you feel your most fulfilled. You feel the happiest you can be. You're creating your life for you instead of consuming everyone else's version of yourself and trying to give them something they want to see. You're rebuilding trust with yourself slowly as you take those actions and you hold yourself accountable. And yes, I can hold you accountable. Your friends can hold you accountable. Yes, I can inspire you to be this person, but it's on you to be authentic, to understand what you want, the support you need, the people you need to surround yourself with, and I hope that this community is there for you. I always challenge you to look at my other videos, find out how you can figure out your routines and how you can find happiness and find that spark and that joy and really finding yourself again, especially if you are in your late 20s. We spent the beginning part of our 20s really growing into this mold. A lot of us went to college, a lot of us were finding our first love, and a lot of us are now going through the journey of getting married, having kids, and getting our career. And all of that is great, but that's also not all about you. I want you to be selfish. I want you to outgrow these old versions of yourself and know that that's normal and be part of this journey of really just allowing yourself to discover who you are and growing together in this path of knowing that just because you feel lost or unfulfilled doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're starting over, you're rediscovering yourself, and you're giving yourself time to go on this journey. This phase of life is all about figuring out. Why not do it together? Why not go on this journey, go on the path? And we're all different, we're all unique, but we all are allowed to rediscover ourselves, become our most authentic self, and go on our personal development journey one step at a time. That's why here I created the Believe to Become system, where you have to believe, you have to build, you have to balance, and you have to bloom, because over time you will become. But if you don't have all those foundational beliefs and thoughts and you don't even know who you are to even start building, how are you ever going to balance who you are today with who you want to become, or the life that you live in all the areas of life? And how do you even know how to start blooming if you don't know how to take action? And who's going to celebrate you? How are you going to celebrate when you become? And then what's next? Because you are peeling one layer at a time, one step at a time. And I want to be there every step of the journey as you find yourself. I want to be that support, that inspiration, and the person who holds you accountable. But I also just want to celebrate you when you achieve that person who's your most authentic self. And this community is here for you for that. So catch yourself before you fall, or if you've already fallen, really figure out why you fell. Was it your routines? Is it you just feeling stuck? Were you just letting the days go by? Or are you actually willing to take control, make the change, and rediscover yourself one step at a time and do those daily choices to make that shift, make that change, and understand who you are. As always, keep believing, keep building, keep balancing, and keep blooming, because you will become the person of your dreams and live the life of your dreams. As long as you don't quit, you go on your own journey, on your own path, and I'll be here every step of the way. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.